We are now back. We are going to be replaying the entire set now for Oni. This is going to be Hell Sword now on the killer. And we are going over to the shack now, and still no survivors here as we see the corrupt around here. Searching for lockers, but no survivor lurk. We do see the first chase now happening onto Ace as in the corner of the map. No hit coming out first for Iconic yet. We do see a bit of gen progression over here. We don't have that 3 gen that we did see in the first game. And Adam is going to be getting hit at this pallet, unfortunately. Getting the stun though, but Oni not opting to break it here and getting caught out here. That looked possibly like smash hit, so they might get a little bit of distance here. And they do make it to this edge map. Pallet dying on it this time instead. Let's see if we see a survivor nearby, and we do, I believe, see the survivor nearby. They do have a TNL Lori, but we'll go back to this pickup. The survivor does get there. I believe that was the Ace nearby, getting that pallet save, and the first gen will be popping for the game, and this is very good for the survivors now. Adam opting to go over to Shack. I don't think he'll be able to make it. He does go down on the pallet. Let's see if another pallet save comes in. But this time, no! Ace was nearby, but misses the pallet, unfortunately. The pallet goes down for no reason. This could be really, really good. We do see the offer, or the add-ons, the Splintered Hole increases the frequency of blood drops, and the other one, which increases the Blood Fury duration. And we do see an unhook coming out. Oni now going back to the shack. And it looks like the survivors have left already. Unable to find the Atom. This mid-gen has a very high progress on it. Deciding to pop power now as we see a survivor over at this TNL. However, Oni possibly losing track, but we do see him over here in the corner of the map and goes down. I believe that was Lori that goes down. We still have quite a bit of power left, but killer for Hell Sword is going to pick up here. And we do see the second gen of the match here being complete only for 2 hook states though. And the killer is going to have to do a lot more if they are going to want to get a solid win con for their survivors. Blood has been collected to get power again, and the unhook comes out. Renovations happening now in the main building as we do catch Lori out back here, and she does not have much to play with here, and will be pre-dropping that very, very safe pallet. However, Oni's just cruising right by and catching her back at these lockers. Now, it could be a pickup, and we do see the second hook coming out onto Lori. Not yet another gen has popped yet, and what was considered a good start from the survivors is turned into a slow halt. Hopefully there is more progression on the gens than I think there is. We do see a lot of progression on this mid-gen, and we did see a lot of progression earlier, but it will not pop. However, we do see a third gen pop over by the shack, and they are seeming to regen themselves here in this mid side of the map. The unhook does come out. Survivor is playing very aggressive, not opting to heal, and letting the Oni get power quite a bit. We do hear Lori, but Oni having to turn back around, and he just get down at the pallet. That is the death hook. However, Oni slugging here. He knows that mid-gen has high progress. The survivors do pre-leave, but the Oni cuts him off, but misses on the Sable. And Sable does make it to this very safe pallet, and he stuns just in time before they get down. Oni power is running out, and we do see them going back to confirm this death hook onto Lori. I wouldn't be surprised if we do see that middle gen popping anytime soon here, as it was high progress. But we do see the pain res slowing it down. However, they are sticking the generator. No, not this one. They did pop another one, and the Oni has got to be feeling the pressure, as there is two gens with very high progress. This one is about 75 and the other one is about 90'd. They are very close, and so the Oni is going to be able to proxy them. It is up to the survivors to pressure them. And we do see the Sable, I believe, but House Swords Killer not falling for the bait. I wouldn't be surprised if this Adam is going for this far generator, and we do see Ace taking chase over here, and we do see Adam on the right pre-leaving, and the pre-drop on the pallet does come out, and power will be obtained here from all the blood from Adam. That reset not coming in earlier is coming back and hurting these survivors here. Sable pre-leaving, and we did hear her back at that tile, but Oni deciding to break this pallet instead. Another kick comes out onto this gen, and this gen will soon be able to not be kicked in the next couple kicks or so. The survivor's doing a very good job on this 3v1 right now. And we are going back to this gen, and they are playing extremely, extremely safe. Waiting this power out is very smart. Pallet break will be here, but no more power. And the survivors are going to be popping this last generator, I would hope. We do catch Ace over here, trying to possibly bait a chase here, but once again, Oni is going back to these generators that have high progress. Iconic Survivor is doing a very good job at pre-leaving, not giving any free hits, any possibility of a free hit. But these gens are regressing. I do see Ace over here behind the main, and looks like Oni will be committing here, but the final gen does pop. Looking very, very bad for Hellsword. However, Ace taking chase near this gate where the Atom was working on. Atom! Was this Atom getting the locker? Someone got in the locker, I believe, but Oni is just going to leave and go to this other gate, which Sable is most likely working on. And we do see, I believe, 2 lights on here. She does kick out edge map. And we could be looking at a 4KO if they play it right. Not surprised that we see a slug here. Oni deciding to cut them off here as they're going back to Shack. Not going for the pallet. Not getting there in time. Ace goes down at the pallet. Now Adam is the last survivor left here. Power does run out, and so Oni will not be able to trek the map as well. And we do see this gate. I believe 99. Sable does get picked up, and that means both survivors are over by this gate. Oh! Ace having Unbreakable. What went from a 2 slug now is 3 survivors up. And the gate will be opened. Adam going to try and work his way to the gate, but I think he's just going to be opting to die in the corner of the map and letting the 2 other survivors escape. However, Hellsword's killer is not content with just getting 2. Possibly looking for more, but they will be leaving the exit gate. And now Adam will be being picked up. Very, very good result here from the survivors of Iconic. Adam, the optimal one to die there, as he had already been hooked once previously. So no extra points coming in. And we will now be able to switch over to Iconic on the killer and see if Hellsword survivors can match the result that their killer gave them. And we are back on the Thompson house. This time, Iconic on the killer side. The last set ended in Iconic 16, Hellsword 14. And let's see if these survivors can pull it out for their killer. And we do see a couple gens over here pretty close together. Not quite the good 3-gen that we had, but still 2 solid gens close together. And Ada unfortunately gets caught out here and will take a very, very early hit. And all she has in this corner is a T&L, and if we zone her rightly, she will not be able to make very much. And we do get a very, very early down onto the Ada. This is going to be extremely, extremely bad, and we see the first hook coming in already. And you gotta think there's not much gen progression already. However, though, we do see 1 gen popping. A lot more gen progression than I would expect. Possibly a double on that gen, but 1 hook for 1 gen isn't terrible for the survivors here. However, this positioning in this corner is going to allow the Oni to proxy this and not let anyone come in for the unhook. Might see them camp this until second, but we do see Oni extending a little bit out, applying pressure onto this mid generator. Believe that was a pop. And we do see the Oni going straight back. And we do see the unhook coming out. And we will be seeing the tunnel out onto Ada here. The BT wearing out, and the down will be happening again. We do see that eruption proc on that mid-gen. And we will be hooking more into the map to pressure these gens. Oni now getting the power and catching out Ace here at Cowtree. However, Ace playing it very well and getting the stun, and another quick unhook coming out. However, Iconic is not worried about this at all. Going to be applying that eruption onto that gen and going back to the hook as we try and maybe go for this early tunnel out onto Ada if we can find them. A slam coming in, but no survivors are nearby. And just barely missed off the gen to this Ace. Ace will be heading to main building. However, the power will be running out just before they can get to the Ace. They are running the Akito's Crutch, which gives them movement speed, and the Hull, which gives them a frequency, so they are not running the duration. If they were running duration, Ace would have been down there. Ace playing this very smart, pre-dropping the seawall. And we do see the second generator popping. Oh, swing and a miss at the window is very unfortunate for the survivor, but Ace, not having much to go, will be getting hit out here. However, the Oni is deciding to leave this and does catch out Ada. Ada is the death on hook survivor. She doesn't have much over here. She does have a pallet to her left, but she misses the vault. She fakes it and will be going down. This will be death on 3 gens. A firecracker coming in. Oh, but the firecracker save will not be connecting. And the 3v1 will be... And this highly progressed gen will be getting popped. Very, very unfortunate for the survivors. Power once again is being obtained. And eruption applied to this mid-gen. We do see the Leon, and we will be popping power on him. And that speed just not catching up quite in time before the Leon gets to the pallet. It is not Leon, it is actually Claire, my apologies. And Claire doing very good at dodging this. However, is just opting to die at the edge of the map, dying in the trusty old comp corner, and will be very, very far away from the generators. Will be her first hook. And he's still injured, probably just trying to pressure out these generators. And oh, this gen not being able to pop before it is popped by the killer. And Oni getting power again for free. And going to this other highly progressed generator. But the survivors are being a bit stealthy. And we do see Oni going back to hook here. Trying to catch someone out here back main, but survivors not being caught out just quite yet. The unhook does come out on Claire. And we do see it is the Leon this time. Oh, just a big miss from the slam as the killer was forced to try and go for something there as the power is running out. However, Oni, knowing that he has a lot of blood on this mid-generator, is going back. I would not be surprised if Ace has come back to this. Lots of kicks, lots of pops, lots of pain reses going on to this. You will possibly see the regression mechanic coming into play. Eruption now applied on 3 gens, and Ace getting caught out here at this cow tree. He does have pallet still, but this movement speed will be troublesome. Oh, gets hit at the window, unfortunately. And the eruption does proc on those 3 generators. And Oni very happy with that hit, as we can see. Was another pain res on the Ace, and also a fresh hook on the Ace. This gen, though, we do see the mechanic coming in, unable to kick that, and that is going to be possibly very killer. Claire getting caught out, not making it to the pallet before she gets hit, getting kind of caught on this hail bales. I don't think she makes it to this, and she will go down. It will be a 2-tap on the Claire. Leon did get the unhook on Ace, but this is in the 3-gen. This hook will be happening in 3-gen, and it will be second hook on the Claire. What has turned into great for the survivors, Oni is bringing this back. 3 gens still need to be popped. And that was another pain res on the Claire. 1 pain res stack still to go. And we do see the reset coming in. So the survivors are going to have to play this very, very well if they want to meet their win con. And we do see, I believe, Leon here taking chase. Oh, Ace by the lockers, actually. Thinking he could stealth it out, but Iconic's killer just catching him off. Leon, now the only survivor able to do anything here, has to go for this unhook, but unfortunately does not. So Claire will be dying on her second hook, and now we'll be entering the 2v1 with 3 gens still left to go. Wow. What a turnaround this has been. Ace now on the hook. Leon, only healthy survivor. And actually, Ace is dying on hook now too, possibly playing for a hatch. However, it looks like the killers. And yes, the hatch is at main, and it will not be getting the Leon out, and so Leon will be getting here, caught out edge map, and this will be the last chase of the set. Wow. Typically, hatch usually is at shack, but the survivors opted to go for main, but the killer did have eyes and was able to read, and the down will be happening on the Leon, and that will be confirmed. 4K3. Absolutely incredible performance from Iconic's killer here. You know, the survivors had a very good early game, but they were not able to keep that pressure up. Now we'll be moving on to Xenomorph on Larry's, a very interesting map, and we will be excited to see how the survivors play. we are now loading into Larry's Xenomorph, and this time Iconic is playing killer first. We do see your typical corrupt, and we will be entering the tunnel as soon as possible to get that power. We do see very interesting set of add-ons here. Not usually they run the helmet to deny the turret, but this time it's going to be hemorrhaged and mangled to prevent them survivors from resetting. We do catch a killer instinct here on Declare, not Leon. We see the Claire and getting hit immediately here. A very, very early hit. And we are trying to cut her off, but Claire is doing a very good job. A hit through the window is not going to be able to connect here. And another miss here, unfortunately. Claire playing as well, but the third time is the charm. Very, very early down. And the first hook of the game. Don't see a gen popping quite yet, as the Xeno will go back into the crawler mode. Possibly looking over towards this library side of the map. Do see some turrets set up here, and we do see Ruin actually. And unfortunately, the killer will be coming out of his crawler mode. But Ruin, definitely a good choice of regression, as this map can be deadly with totems. And Ada and Ace actually getting caught out. And this God Pellet will be going down very, very early. No gens yet to pop. But we do see a reset happening. The survivors. Yeah, unfortunately the Ace is going to be hit through the window as Xeno goes back into color mode. Standing AFK there for some reason. A flashlight blind. Oh my gosh, the firecracker save will come in. Maybe that is why the Ace stood still there. But will not be getting much distance as he goes down almost immediately. What a play from the survivors, but however, Leon nearby. Nearby to the down. Ace being picked up. And going to possibly be hooked right next to this hex totem. Still, no gens left to... No gens popping. And a lot of pressure now on the serves. Oh, Ada getting so close, but unfortunately it has to leave. And Moon will be regressing that generator. Unhook does come out as Ada goes down over at this 7 side of the map. A very, very quick down. Xeno now going into the tunnel. The gen does get popped. We do see our first generator getting popped. However, the survivors are in a very rough spot here. 2 survivors injured and 1 on the hook. And this totem will not get complete. However, we do see another gen popping. And oh my gosh, Leon getting caught out. Very good moonwalk here. And we will be seeing the slug as it's close by to the unhook. Ace does get reset though. And this match is spiraling out of control. However, we do see Ace coming to go for the pull. Will miss the tail attack, so it will not be a trade. Gets the Ada before second. And Ace now taking the chase towards this library. A miss on the tail. Ace doing a very good job at crouching in that corner. The locker. And Ace will just be forcing the locker here. a full reset coming into Leon, who was downed. And I wouldn't be surprised if we saw a full reset happening into Ada as well. Second hook coming out for Ace, and this gen progression has got to be looking at an all-time low as Ruin is still in play. And Iconic's Killer looking for a survivor here. He knew that Leon was down somewhere over here. However, unfortunately unable to find anyone as the Ace gets unhooked. And we will be opting to go back to the hook, but not before the reset comes in on Ace. And Ace still standing by this pallet. Will be the optimal survivor to go for, as he is death on hook now. Getting hit, unfortunately, over that. Oh, but the second one not landing. However, he is zoned into this corner. However, playing very well. We do see a body block coming in from Leon. And we'll be taking a free hit. And Xenomorph actually opting to go for Leon here instead. We'll be getting caught out here. And we'll be going down here near the main area of the map. And a pain res coming out. Regen still have to go. And we do catch out the reset. This is really bad. Both Ada and Ace were injured. And this could be a very quick down. Oh, Ada's narrowly dodging it. And we'll make it to the window. And oh, that turret doing a very good job at breaking out Xeno from his power. However, the chase will be continuing onto Ada. And she's now trapped in this corner. Not much left to play with. The bloodlust comes in. Oh, but Ada getting very greedy. She does get hit to the pallet though. However, the Ruin does get finally destroyed. And this will be Ada's second hook. Ace still on the ground. Another pain res does come in. Very, very unfortunate for the survivors. Ace will be picked up in the distance here. And we see a very fast unhook coming onto Ada. And a full reset coming into Ace. That means the two survivors are nearby here. Unfortunately though, the killer for Iconic is not going to be able to find him out. And a full reset coming into Ada as well. 4 survivors now healthy. Things could be looking up here for House Sword survivors. Leon taking the next chase here. Barely dodging this attack. And the turrets are doing a very good job. Typically you see the helmet that reduces the effect of the turrets, but we do not see that in this game. And Leon taking a tag and getting caught out actually. Xenomorph cutting them off. Let's see if he will be able to make it to. He makes it to the window. And a swing and a miss will help him get some distance. But unfortunately, not able to make anything else as he does go down. We do see the Claire nearby. She was working this gen that is very high progress. Does bait it. Oh, it is Ace as well here. Does miss the first 2 tail attacks, and Ace is going to get distance. Survivors trying to get this gen desperately done. And we do see Leon on a pallet, but we hear a survivor nearby, and it's going to be the Claire. She will be very narrowly dodging this. Oh, and through the window, just barely missing. We will be seeing a pickup, and we might be seeing a pallet save. We do be seeing a pallet save here. But unfortunately, Claire does get hit for this. And the chase will be happening onto the Leon as he goes away from that highly progressed gen. We do see main here, though, also have a lot of progress. 2 gens left to go. Oh, Ada getting hit out here at the top of main. She is death on the hook. This could be what Xeno needed here. The pallet is down now, and Ada dodging it twice. Another gen popping in the distance. The survivors are making a very, very good comeback here. The chase will continue on to Ada. And Bloodlust 1 will be setting in. And Ada not being able to make much out of anything. We do see an injured Leon also nearby, possibly for a flashlight or a firecracker save. But he will be forced away and going down after the pallet. Pick up onto Leon here. And no pallet save this time will be coming in. Second hook, though, and it is ideal that Leon got hooked there and not Ada. However, Ada is still down on the ground. No reset has been seen yet. You see scratch marks by this generator, and it is the Claire. The pickup does come out onto Ada, and Claire is taking chase as far away from everything else as possible. A lot of these survivors are now on death hook, and it is looking very, very grim. We do see the reset coming out onto Leon and possibly the Ada here. 1 gen though left to go, and we have a decent gen split, so the survivors are gonna be able to pressure this pretty uncontested. And indeed, we do see the reset coming out onto Ada. However, she is going to be getting immediately hit. Although Xeno is back in M1 form, it's going to be a little bit more difficult to get this down. However, she gets a medium vault. Oh, that is so unlucky for Ada. And we will be seeing the first death at 1 generator. Incredible performance here, I would say, from Hellsword survivors. You know, they were looking very rough there for a second and have managed to pull this back. Although the game is not over yet, and they still have 1 gen left to go. Turret's doing a very, very good job at getting Xeno out of the power. And Leon will be taking chase towards the main. Not much to play with here. We'll get a free tag. However, Iconic is going to have to look at these generators and see what their progression is like. As we hear a lot of progression on this one. This gen is about 80 to 90%. Claire running as far away as possible. But Ace being caught here at main does have a couple pallets, but pallets are not very good as these tail attacks can hit over these boxes, as we just saw. Jen's still regressing, and now Iconic is going to be looking for these footprints to try and catch them off guard. Jen doesn't have too much progression on it, but is still going to kick it. And back in the tunnels they go. As we come back to this gen, still regressing. Survivors playing very slow now. Exactly what they need to do though in the 3v1. And now the killer is deciding to extend a little bit, possibly trying to catch these survivors off guard, resetting or stealthing, but does not find anyone and goes back to these gens. And we do see the reset coming into Ace now, all survivors healthy, and we shall be seeing them get back on these generators and trying to get it popped. All three are on death hook, so the killer is still in a very good spot here. Ace taking chase over here, not a very good pallet here, and we'll be taking a free tag here at main. However, we will not be committing to that chase as we want to try and find other survivors out. We do see Killer Instinct over here, and it will be the Claire getting caught out. She does get the fastball on the window, but will be taking a free tag. And once again, we will be seeing the tunnels back to the hook, or the gens, my apologies. And Killer Instinct will show that there is a survivor nearby. It is the healthy person though. And that gen has a lot of progress. Respecting the pallet here, but getting hit over that pallet has got to hurt. And once more, the tunnels playing a huge part into this cross map pressure the killer is providing. Claire being found over here at library. She is injured, so it won't be a long chase. We'll be forcing Walker, but the last gen will be popping. Wow. Very, very well played from Hellsword survivors there in calming to make sure that they hit that last gen popped. And the gates are very unfavorable. Could be seeing a 2 out here if the survivor is able. Oh, the killer is not able to make it here in time. It is only Ace, I believe. Other survivor is still unaccounted for. However, we do see Ace just leaving, possibly letting Leon get the hatch, and Leon is also getting out. 3K10 for Iconic Killer there. Extremely well played, and that is interesting to see. Not many perks. I am speechless, but we will be switching to Hellsword on the killer, and Iconic will have to match this result. And we are back on the Larry's Memorial Institute. This time, Hellsword on the Killer. A 3k10 or better is what they are aiming for. 24 iconic and 10 for Hellsword point-wise. And the survivors are going to have to do a incredible job here if they want to match this win con. We do not find an early survivor here though, as we tunneled and found no killer instinct or no survivors lurking at this edge. And that is a hex totem immediately con. Very incredible, and we see already being broken out of the power. But we will be heading into the tunnels to get that power right back. We do see the exact same add-ons that were in the previous match, multi-purpose hatchet and Kane's helmet. One inflicts mangled and one inflicts hemorrhage with a tail attack. And the survivors here are playing extremely slow. But we do hear one person over at this, and the turret being broken just before Xeno is being broken out. However, Optimus leaves that survivor in a very safe spot, getting rid of these turrets. And first hit and first chase has still yet to happen. They are trading gen progression for stealthing, but it might pay off for them in the end game. A first hit coming out, that was a very, very nice hit over the boxes. And Ace will move his way over to library. Typically a very safe loop here, but we could see some hits being taken. However, Claude not being able to make it there in time, and Ace will be going down. Oh, Ace not close enough to the pallet, but the pallet will not be going down. And the first hook will be happening, and it is a pain res too. That is gotta hurt. We do see Dying Light coming out as the first hook happens. And another Sable will be nearby. No unhook does happen yet. And Claude will be caught out over here at 8. Finally, the unhook does come in, and Xeno is opting to go straight back. Possibly getting an early tunnel out here would be incredible for him. Following these scratch marks in the main, it is the Ace. Does make it to the window. Xeno getting a little bit lost there, but does find the Ace once more. Ace has a turret here, will be broken out, and we're back to an M1. Oh my gosh, what a hit! That is very unfortunate for the Ace. Looks like a possible tenacity on the Ace as he is slugging on the ground. And we do see the first gen popping. Two hooks for only one gen though. And a survivor now going to be on death hook. This is not looking good. Although there is still plenty of match to go. Xeno actually looking up in his top main and will be catching out Adam here. I thought that was a very interesting decision to check up there, but obviously the killer knows more than me, and the unhook comes out right next to Xeno. Xeno is going to be going for this unhook. And yeah, who be going for the tunnel out? A gen does get popped from the distance, but Ace is stepped on the hook without any hit takes. He's going to be going down on this pallet though. Oh, the survivor is nearby, but it's hit. No! Oh, Sable just making it in time. And what a game. Adam is getting reset fairly quickly. Oh my gosh! No! No, the Sable does not get the pallet save. Oh my god. The survivor is playing with my emotions right now. And we will be seeing the first death at 3 generators. And wow, what a game we have here. The 3v1 now commencing, and 3 gens still left to go. Ryzen here for Hell Swords. He's gonna be trying to find his next victim. We do catch the Atom here by the main. However, he has a very strong loop here. Oh, and just barely. He does make it up to the stairs. Possibly trying to catch him off. Actually, no, just kicking this gen and probably going to pressure these other generators. And we do see Claude near this mid. Oh! That was disgusting. Absolutely amazing hit though. And we will be committing to this Claudette in the corner of the map here. I believe this is 11. Does have a pretty safe pallet, but does not check the check spots. Will be going down almost immediately. We did see a gen pop in the distance though. And this will be the 4th hook state of the game and a fresh onto Claude. Quite possibly a pain res here. And indeed it was a pain res. Still, a lot of things need to happen for the survivors here. Remember, the win con was a 3k10, which means they need 2 hook states out the door. And a very, very fast unhook will be coming out onto Adam. He will be getting hit through the window. Very nice tail attack. But Claudette will be caught out in this corner. And Ryzen will be opting to go back here. A quick and quiet as we see from the Claude, and she will be going back into this corner. Oh, and unfortunately not getting around the corner fast enough. And we will be seeing now the second hook on the Claude. And now we'll be going into these tunnels to try and catch the Sable working on these generators. Ooh, just barely missed the, but this gen has so much progress. And we will be seeing a kick onto it. And the immediate back into the tunnel, possibly gonna go for this tunnel out. So many tunnels going on right now, and we will be seeing them opt to try and maybe cut him off here at main, but we'll only catch out the Atom here. Unfortunately, Claude is not being found, but we do see that last gen, or not the last generator, but that gen that had a high progress being finished. Very good gen split here. But the question is, can the survivors keep this gen pressure up as the Atom goes down at this? Oh my gosh. That looked a little bit unfortunate from the Atom. And we do see a missed skill check at a generator. Could be the difference between whether it pops or not. We do see the second pain res on that gen nearby, so we know that there's not too much progress on these gens. Very fast unhook. These survivors are just on top of it. However, a fast unhook might not be what they need though. And oh my gosh, I believe this is gonna be the Claude out in this corner. She gets trapped, doesn't drop the pallet, and is dodging this tail attacks very well. The pallet does go down, but unfortunately, so will the Claude, and that will be Claudette saying goodbye. And the 2v1 will now happen. Survivors still have a chance though. They do need to pop all these generators though. And that's going to be the most difficult part. We do find some scratch marks here by library. And we do catch Adam here, but not getting this first tail attack. The pallet goes down. And another missed tail attack, allowing Adam to get some distance here. Chase will continue as the library pallet goes down, but Ryzen just opting to leave here. This gen has a lot of progress on it. And I'm curious to see what the other gens are looking like right now. That one, it doesn't appear to have. It has quite a bit though. It's about 60, I think. A little bit more than 60 actually. And 2 gens with fairly high progress. Although only two survivors to pressure these 2 gens is going to be difficult. And this gen is so close to completion, but unfortunately, Xeno will be kicking it here. Possibly going to go into these tunnels to bait out, but no, after just getting rid of this library pallet. It looks like Adam is trying to catch the attention of the killer, and that will indicate Ryzen to go over to this corner where Sable is most likely at. And yes, so much progression on both of these generators. Sable not in these lockers, unfortunately. And we will be seeing... We will see the final 10 pop! Oh my gosh! What amazing pressure that these iconic survivors have had. And now the question is, will Ryzen be able to pressure both of these gates? We do see someone nearby. However, that last gate is very far away and Adam will most likely be going there. If Sable is hooked, this will not be the win con, I believe, as both of these survivors are fresh. My apologies, Adam is actually not fresh and could be looking like a tie as Sable is fresh. A 3k10 will be confirming this hook on the Sable. And the gen, or the gate will be being opened up and possibly just leaving, yes. Adam opting to leave here. A 3k10 from both sides. I believe this will be going into a tiebreaker, if I'm not mistaken. No, we are actually not. Iconic pulling it out. Extremely well played. GG's to both Hellsword and Iconic. Both of them came out and played extremely well. And if you guys do want to support the charity Doctors Without Borders, the link I believe is in the bio. So feel free to support them if you would choose to do so. Thank you. And we will be ending here.